I am here. It's my car out front, out back, side.
Outback Steakhouse.
Have you been there?
Once.
I think I've only been there once. Yeah, I've only been there once.
I liked it or not.
It is overrated. I might as well have gone and got Texas Red House. I was.
There you go. Did you press? Are you?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay. Why are you blue?
I'm blue.
You're blue today.
I don't know. Blue on this side and red on this side. So
Well, red means recording, so I don't know why you're blue.
it's all gonna be in like slow motion talk.
That's funny. Wait, let me make sure. Well, I'm not worried about my looks today, because whatever. When you edit this in the audio, when we sip, try to cut that out, because it sounds kind of gross. Because you hear us, since it's right here, the microphone's right here, you can hear us, and it's gross. So
cut only the audio part of that.
there's
out, okay?
there's a little word of advice. Just like completely cut the audio at those parts.
Realistically, I might just up the audio just for the fun of it.
That'd be kind of funny, actually.
All right, welcome to today's podcast.
Yeah. Yes, welcome back to Yap-Trap.
That was a perfect, like, just getting us hyped into this is us talking about how to edit the video.
I think it's good to have like a little like warm-up thing before we get into it, because I remember back in the first episode, we just kind of sat here for like 5 minutes, like.
Yeah. How do we start at this? And then I feel like last episode was a little slower, but I mean it worked out pretty well too. So.
It was slow. Yeah, it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
We need to get on top of making some shorts. I'd love to do that.
I
asked Decker to do that, but next time I talk to him in person, I need to ask him, hey, can you like watch every episode?
Yeah.
And then make timestamps for us.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I had. Oh. I'll tell you that after, but I had an issue with DaVinci.
Really?
Yeah. I was editing a video last night, and it just crashed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm hoping, like, it should be fine. I think all I need to do is update it, because I think it's just mad at me that I haven't updated it. But, yeah, no, it just crashed. I was like, nice. It's, the video I was editing was still okay. Like, it didn't corrupt or anything, and it saved it, but I was like, dang.
Dang, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't put the foam bit on there. It's probably fine.
Maybe that's why mine's blue. Yeah, maybe that's why mine's blue.
You're in trouble. So welcome back. We got some interesting stuff to talk about today. We're going to talk about water.
Water.
But stay tuned. Watch till the end of the video to find out what we think of water.
Water.
I think first topic to hit. I got a VR headset.
Yes.
And
I've had one. It's great.
Yes, and you've had one. Which one is it again?
Mine's the Oculus 2.
Oculus 2. So, is that the Meta Quest 2?
Yeah, it's the Meta Quest 2.
Okay.
Yep.
It's just the Oculus Quest 2. Okay. That's cool. And that one runs, it's completely its own thing.
Yes, it is completely its own thing.
I really like that.
I should bring it next episode.
Yeah, and that makes it so portable too.
Yeah.
You don't got all these wires and stuff.
Yep.
First of all, played Astrobot, the game on PS5, new game on PS5.
I've seen people.
So much fun.
Is it good?
I love it.
I've seen people, because people had it like the early access. I've seen people play the early access, but
it like legitimately made me. It's been a long time since a video game made me feel that way.
Really?
Like, I haven't enjoyed a video game that much in a very, very long time.
Is it one of those like you don't want to stop? You don't want to stop.
No, you don't want to stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they have it on PC?
No. it's a very like PlayStation oriented game because I mean the whole game is your PlayStation 5 falls apart and you go grab the parts for it.
Really?
Like rescue the parts and stuff and rescue other bots and the whole thing is also centered around PlayStation's 30th anniversary since the release of the PlayStation 1.
Basically, when they bring out PlayStation All Stars again, they're gonna put that game in there.
That'd be cool. Actually.
That was a good game. I don't know if you ever played that.
Played it.
Really?
No.
It was like a what's it called? Smash.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers, but it was PlayStation.
Oh.
So.
I thought that for a second. I thought that was the baseball one.
Smash Brothers,
or the PlayStation All Stars.
Oh
I think I was thinking of what was it called? Nickelodeon All Stars, where it's like baseball with actual MLB players and then also Nickelodeon characters.
I think that what was the?
I'd love to play that. That game looks really funny.
What was the? Oh, they just had the Warner Brothers one released.
Multiverses.
Yeah, Multiverses.
I like that, although it's like.
I don't like the game. I
like playing it with other people.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play it by myself.
I wouldn't.
It's boring. But I mean, it's like a free fighting game, so I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
What were we talking about again? Oh yeah. So, anyways.
VR.
Astrobot.
Astrobot. That's right.
And then it segues into VR.
Okay.
Astrobot made me like it's been a while since I've actually sat down and played video games or anything single player like Astrobot. And that game like just made me want to play video games again. It was really cool. So I was like, I gotta play something next. What do I play next? So I was just like, well, I wonder how much the original PlayStation VR is, the first one. It's probably pretty cheap these days. So I look on eBay and I'm like, oh, it's like 70, 80, still $100, which is not bad because released, I think it was $400 or $500.
That's not bad at all then.
Ridiculous. But yeah, like I don't know. I don't like VR pricing, but that's just me. But hey, actually, the new Meta Quest and Quest 3 are priced very nicely.
Oh yeah.
I think it's like starting $300 or something.
Yeah.
200 or 300.
And it's crazy because it's 300 for the Quest 3. Mm-hmm. It's still 200 for the Quest 2.
Nice.
That's awesome. I got mine for 180.
Mm-hmm.
And came with nothing else. It was just fresh out of the box, 180.
Wow.
Yeah.
And actually, this is a good time for me to say this. I've never touched VR until like a month ago when I got my VR headset. Because I just don't like I get the pricing because they're nice pieces of equipment, but like for someone who's never done it and you don't know if you're gonna like it, you could like have terrible motion sickness when you do it.
Oh yeah.
You're spending like hundreds of dollars on this thing.
It is definitely one of those you should find a friend to test drive it first.
And that's what I just like. That's why I hesitated for so long because I'm like, I'm not gonna spend hundreds of dollars on something that I might not even like. So then I looked on eBay, didn't find one that I liked the price of, and then I look on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's any nearby. Oh, there's one in our town right now, $60, and I'm like,
mine.
That's exactly the price I want to pay. And then I pick it up.
I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like that is a reasonable starting price for it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Deal. Awesome.
How like when did they come out with the first one?
I think it was 2018.
So it's not even all that old.
Yeah.
Like realistically, it's not.
Which, when you use it, you're like, wow, this is old compared to what they are now. But which actually I can't say too much because
you've never
one. I've never tried any of them. But I think actually this is a good starting place for me because the PlayStation VR 1, its resolution is only 720p, and the FOV is like this.
I kind of want to try yours now because
You need to.
the Oculus, you can like look to the side with your eyes and still see over here. Like it's great.
You'll probably try it and be like, "Oh my gosh, this is so primitive."
I'll have to. It'll be one of those like I'll be like, okay, now I have to bring mine just so you can get a little taste of what it could be like.
That would be.
And you know,
I don't want myself to start. I don't want to start to hate it though. I don't want to start to hate this thing I just got.
But
no, I don't think I will.
And I don't think you will. I think it'll be one of those. It'll still be good. It'll be like,
wow, that's cool. Maybe I'll invest in that someday.
Yeah. I've been looking for another Quest for my family because I let my siblings use it and everything. My dad was like, "Oh yeah, no, we need one of these now." Because you can get there's certain games on there that we like really want to play because you have VR chat and VR chat has like other games in sit.
I want to play VR chat.
You have other games inside VR chat, and there's one where it's a dogfighting game. What?
Sorry, I thought I just heard the PS3 turn on. I was like, what?
Yeah, it happens. It's a PlayStation 3. It's haunted.
It's haunted. Sorry. What were you saying?
There's one where it's a dogfighting game, though, and I let my dad play that one. And, like, literally, you have to play it sitting down. You can't, like, if you do it standing up, you will get motion sick because you have, like, fighter jets, and you, like, your controls are all right here. You can, like, sit there and mess with other things in the cockpit, but you roll left, roll right, pitch up, pitch down, and it's like freaky fun. Yeah. It's freaky fun because like it'd be normally fun if like you were just like you didn't if it wasn't VR. If it was like you could just watch a screen do this, it'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is really fun." But when you're in VR and you like, can look around the airplane, it's scary. And if it's VR chat, so it's like slightly cartoonish, so it's like what in the world is going on here?
I'd love to play VR chat just to like mess around with people. It'd be so funny.
Oh, it's funny. It's hilarious, especially when you get like a group of people all on the same server and then you have like all the kids that are playing too. Oh, you'll get kids cussing you out, and it's like,
oh no,
just sitting there laughing at it. It's
PlayStation has Rec Room, which is similar.
Oh yeah,
not quite. Which I think Oculus also.
Oculus, yeah. I didn't download Rec Room.
Play it. Maybe see if Dayton would want to play it sometime. I bet he would. Where was I going? Oh yeah. So, as you know, PlayStation gives people a lot of free PS Plus games. Mm-hmm. That reminds me, what you were talking about, the fighting game, the fighter game. I also have Star Wars Squadrons because I got that for free with PS Plus, and I tried that, and it's it's a starfighter game, so you're flying around the TIE Fighter X-Wing.
Do you get to fly the... Wait, do you get to fly it in VR?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's super cool.
Oh, no.
Is
it only the TIE Fighter, or is it...
No, you can do X-Wing, TIE Fighter, U-Wing, A-Wing, Y-Wing.
Okay, so you have...
And some other
variety.
Variations, but like... Whatever, who cares about variations?
I wish they would make one where it's got, like... realistic size of those, like okay, because like the X-wing is like the size of like a F6, F-16 I think is what they said, or but then you have the Millennium Falcon where you got like massive thing, and I wish they would make one where like you can put it in cruise and walk around the.
That'd be so cool.
Like you could do like basically be Han Solo where you can put it in cruise and then you have to go do other things around the ship, come back to it, like fight it off, like and then like the TIE fighters, they're quite a bit bigger than X-wings really, because like you have your cockpit and then you have you have an area behind the cockpit that you can sit there and mess with too. And normally they have two.
Been on one, so you know.
No, but I've seen the schematics for one.
The
schematics, the blueprints.
I've toured the factory.
I've been to outer space once or twice.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've done that. Got the PlayStation VR, trying out. It's VR is so fun. Like, I've learned some lessons, as you probably have. Don't play it on an empty stomach.
Or too long, yeah.
Because then you're like, whoa.
How close to throwing up have you gotten?
Not too close, but I'll tell you, one of the worst games to play in VR, personally, I think, is Minecraft.
Oh, have you?
As cool as it is,
Oh no.
it's terrible.
Oh no, I've not played Minecraft yet.
At least on the PlayStation VR, you don't play it with the remotes. You play it with the controller. Which should be fine. But I don't know what it is.
Did you have it like the screen?
Ooh.
Did you have it where it's just a screen, or could you like look around at it?
You can do the screen where it's just like a screen. You're like in a living room, or you can actually go in and like, oh, I'm in the game now.
Did you do that one?
Yes, and it was super cool. I think it's more. I think it'd be more useful for like a map tour where it's like, I've played this survival world for like 2 years or something, and here's all the cool stuff I've done. Let's see what it looks like in VR. I do not think anyone can actually play that game in VR because it's nauseating. You can. The most I've played of it is 45 minutes straight.
Oh gosh.
And I felt terrible the rest of the day.
Oh yeah.
It was terrible.
I have to play VR at like night because otherwise, like, I'll feel terrible like the rest of the day.
I don't know.
Oh no.
I really wanted it to work, but it messed me up. I couldn't do it. Dayton's always talked about, no, dude, Minecraft VR is so bad, you don't want to do it. I was like, well, I think I can handle it. No.
Got too cocky with it.
I think the thing I hate
45 minutes even though is like, that's a long time for something that makes you nauseous. Yeah. Like,
and I think the issue is, I've noticed this for other games. I just gotta say, I hate the teleporting thing.
Oh yeah, I hate it. Yeah.
I want to walk. I'm sorry if it. Sure, it might make me sick, but I don't want to teleport. That's not immersive.
No, not at all.
No.
There's
it's just like, well, I want to walk over there. Beep. Now I'm over there.
There is one game. There's a game I have on mine that I like the teleporting for. Mm-hmm. But you can also walk around in it too. So you have both. So you can walk around or teleport.
Give you like the option where it's like.
You can do most games. Yeah, most games you can pick between the two. This one you can do both at like you can do the same at the same time. And so what I
point where you want to go, or you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna walk. Yeah,
exactly.
I like that.
And it's a shooting game, so it's like Call of Duty, and so it's great. So you can sit there, like look over here, point over there, like to strafe basically, point over here. You don't even have to. My favorite thing is you don't even have to be looking. I can be shooting here, point, click, come back over. It is the most toxic thing to do. It is so toxic. It's amazing. Because the other thing, so you can, if you're up and down, you can go in a straight line. If you curve it, if you pull your thing like this, it'll curve. So you can, it is amazing. It is
airsoft.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to tilt this so I can shoot the guy behind the tree.
It is. I see the guy over there shooting my teammate. I'm going to pop up behind him without him ever seeing me.
Rainbow Six Siege in VR would be so cool. I wish they'd
do that. Ooh,
somehow.
Yeah. Well, there's another game I'm gonna have to bring the Quest over because there's a couple that are like that is the main reason I wanted VR is for the first person shooter games. Like Call of Duty in VR would be amazing.
Yeah, it would.
I would love Call of Duty. It would make me so motion sick. I would have a trash can just in between my legs, just bang, bang, and go back to it. But because Call of Duty, like I've grown up on Call of Duty. Call of Duty and Battlefield, 2 games I grew up on. And so it's one of those like.
I wish I grew up on them, but close enough. I got into them when I finally started gaming online. So.
Yeah, I grew up with like, not even like, well I guess, because Black Ops 2 is what me and my dad started off as. And then we had Black Ops 2.
Funny enough,
and then
actually, me and Decker just played Black Ops 2 last
such a good game.
Yes.
On PlayStation 3 too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
Playing zombies and it's like, oh, there's lots of zombies on screen and we're moving fast, 5 frames per second.
Yes.
I'm like, this is terrible. I love it.
It is amazing. They're I can't. Next year they're bringing out Black Ops. They're remastering Black Ops 2.
Really?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. A lot of people are gonna.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's kind of nuts.
I'm hoping Activision is the one doing it though, because I know Activision hasn't been part of like the Modern Warfare game. They're part of it, but they're not as active in it as what's the other one that's part of it? Treyarch, yeah. Treyarch is the main one. Activision was the main one for Black Ops 2. I'm hoping they come back for Black Ops 2 when they remaster it, because it'll be a perfect game. If they let Treyarch continue.
I would buy that if they actually do that.
Oh yeah. Well, it's 2025. They're remastering it.
Wow. Surprised they do that.
A lot of people.
Black Ops 6, but.
Huh?
I don't know. Surprised they do that right after Black Ops 6, but.
Black Ops 2 was the most. Between Black Ops 2 and I think Black Ops 3 was also another big one, but Black Ops 2 was the most money they made off of any of the Black Ops games.
My goodness.
And then
That's crazy.
they didn't even make a Black Ops 5. It was just Cold War. I didn't realize that was supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that was supposed to be Black Ops 5.
Yeah,
Until they called this new one Black Ops 6. I was like,
Where's 5?
okay, buddy. What franchise has done that before?
Remastered or
And it annoyed the crap out of me.
I don't know, all the battle.
Yeah, Battlefield.
Yeah.
I think Battlefield did that too. I can't remember though. Because there's like Battlefield, the original. I think it's called 1940 something. Then what was Battlefield 2 was modern, I think.
Yeah.
Battlefield 3 was modern. Battlefield 4 was modern.
Yep.
And then they go through like
Wasn't
the
that-
phase where it's like, oh, Battlefield 1, Hardline. And then they turn around and just call this World War II game Battlefield 5. Why?
Didn't they rename it to Battlefield 5 though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came out as Battlefield
Yeah.
5. But it's not the number either.
No.
It's
The V.
the Roman numeral.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because you had
That's so weird.
you didn't even have 1 until they remastered 1. And then you had Battlefield 2, which is just normal Battlefield 2, which was what I grew up on because my dad played that with my dad's best friend. They played Battlefield 2 all the time. Battlefield 3, and then 4. And I don't think he ever played 4. I think he just got to 3. And then, yeah, they brought up 5, and then they went to, what was it, Battlefield 2042.
Yeah.
Which is a decent
That
game.
one, I love that one. I know people hate it, but I love it. I love it so much.
I
was so
enjoy being
hyped for it when
recon.
it came out.
I enjoy being recon on that game. So
Recon?
much. Yes.
Yeah.
A sniper on because you have bullet drop on that, which is
Yeah.
amazing. I wish more games would bring bullet drop out.
Yeah.
It is like Black Ops 2. I think they didn't have bullet drop, which was also great because I preferred being able to just snipe people across the map. But I wish.
So you love and hate bullet drop.
I do.
That's what you're
I
saying.
do. I have a love-hate relationship for it because the issue is with bullet drop, you can make like games with bullet drop, guns that aren't like if you have the dot on them, they're not gonna. If they're beyond the distance of the gun, it's not gonna hit them at all. If you have bullet drop, what you do is you just aim slightly up and it will hit them. It'll hit marker them, but it'll still hit them.
Yeah.
And so it's great. I like when they don't have bullet drop though because same games that don't have it, if they're within that range, you can just put that dot on their head and hit them. It's not going to drop at all where it's just hitting them in the chest and then it's just going to hit marker them for 3 shots and then finally kill them. So it's a blessing and a curse to have bullet drop. So
You really like it though.
I prefer it.
What else about? Oh yeah, I forgot about 2042. The soundtrack is awesome. It's so underrated.
And they've
So
they've
underrated.
updated the graphics of it too because when it first like came out and everybody was like,
It was.
oh, this is a
ugly.
terrible game. I started playing it on PlayStation 4. It was terrible graphics.
Oh, it looks terrible on
It was awful. And then I got, and then they updated it like the first time, and it was like a little bit better graphics. And I was like, okay, this is okay. Like I can play this.
That's that game.
I need to get it for my.
Playing it on last gen is pretty interesting, because I like it, but it's just weird because like you're not playing the full game with people on crossplay, but also you're still progressing the same. It's a very strange vibe. But yeah, that soundtrack has such a. It's experimental and it's really weird, and I really like that. Get crazy with soundtracks. Don't make them boring. I love that game. It's so bizarre, but I love it. Short-lived. Already dead. No more updates. Already working on Battlefield 6, but
Are they?
it's fun while it lasted. Yeah.
I wonder what that one's.
And they say, "Oh, we're going back to the modern era, and we're going back to our roots." No, they're not. They say that every single time.
I wonder what Battlefield 6 is gonna be though. Like
I hope it's good.
Bad Company 2 is probably
I have that.
one of my
there.
favorites. Do you have
Right over there. I played it a little bit.
PlayStation 3?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! But the only people who still play it are the people who are insanely good at
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
And
an issue.
That's the great thing is that the Bad Company 2 servers are still up and running. I wish.
I think all of them are, aren't they? I also
thought
have
they said-
Battlefield 3 on the PS3. That's the one I've played the most. I really like that one.
Yeah.
I like that.
I've
one
heard
a
that.
lot.
I've heard good things about that one.
Good game.
I wish they would have kept the Black Ops 2 servers up.
Yeah.
Because Black Ops 3 servers are still going. Those I wouldn't see those ones ending at all because Black Ops 4 sucked. I've not seen anybody play Black Ops 4. I'm not gonna lie. Like it came out and I saw like 2 people post on
The zombies
YouTube.
is my favorite of any Call of Duty game in that one though.
Black Ops 4.
In Black Ops 4.
Yeah,
it's
it was a good.
so good. I love it.
It was. They had Titanic and everything.
Did they?
Is that the Black Ops?
Wait, yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah, they had Titanic.
I forgot about that one.
I still prefer Black Ops 2 Zombies though.
That one is classic.
Yeah.
So me and Decker, I keep talking about Decker, but because me and him hung out last night and we were like, oh, let's play Black Ops 2 Zombies. That'd be fun.
Yes.
So we get in, we're like, oh, whoa, Transit. That's like the one with the bus. Let's do that. We couldn't figure out how to get the bus to come get us. We could not figure it out for the.
So you have to. The way you have to do that is you have to play the first map first. So if you yeah, you have to play the first map first. You can't like select a map and then start from there. You have to play the first map first.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's really weird. So after you've played the first,
the bus will take you to all the other maps.
Huh.
Yep. Who was I playing with? I played a while back. I played like not too long ago.
So wait, what is the first map? The barn?
No, the first map is the gas station or the diner.
Gas station.
The diner. You're in the diner. You have to. I swear I just played with somebody. Actually, yeah, I really do feel like I just played this with somebody. Is you gotta get all the parts for.
I remember looking up a video when we were playing, and we were like, we're getting a little too far. Where's the bus? So we look it up, and they're like, hey, you just gotta find these parts, put it on here, and we look in those spots, and we're like, there's no parts. Where are the parts?
Yeah, no, you gotta go to the first map. You gotta get all the parts for it, and then.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Who was I playing? I swear I just played this game.
Wait, is there any? Does it? That's weird to me.
It might have been Jonah. I think
They just
Jonah
don't.
did it.
They just don't tell you, do they?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Weird.
Is it Black Ops 2? I think also had all the Easter eggs in it too that people like still can't find.
Mm-hmm. To
So.
play with friends, I think the classic Call of Duty Zombies games. To play online with people or alone, 3 and 4, I really like the Zombies for. Because the DLCs for those ones have a bunch of remastered maps.
Oh yeah.
From the old ones. And that's pretty fun.
They have Black Ops 2 on Steam. And I wish they would. I don't know anything about it. I've not seen anybody like play it. I'm like, I kind of want to know what all is available when you pay $60 for the game. Because the original game was $30 when it came out. Obviously, that's not like inflation's not there for that. But because that's the thing, is they have Black Ops 2 and they have Ghost. And I think both of them are like $60. And I'm wanting to say Ghost even doesn't have servers online anymore. I'm like, that's another good game. Ghost had Infection. One of the best games you could get.
I also got World at War over there for the PS3. That's pretty fun.
Oh, World at War was good, yeah.
And you can still play multiplayer on that one without any issues, which is thank goodness. And actually saves your progress. So I got Black Ops and Black Ops 2 over there.
Black Ops is a good one.
But for some reason, there's an issue with Black Ops 1 where I've played the multiplayer of it, and it was a lot of fun. I was like, man, this is going to be a lot of fun. Like, actually playing it like a modern Call of Duty game and, like, leveling up my guns and stuff. So then I turn it off for the night. Go back tomorrow. None of my progress is saved.
Oh, yeah.
And my account's basically reset, and I'm like, what the heck? So I looked it up on Reddit, and apparently it's like, for some reason, if you had an account before 2016 that has played Black Ops, you can still save your progress. Yeah. But after that date, for some reason, now nothing saves.
Mind you,
that's super weird because that still works for World at War. I can play just fine, and my progress doesn't.
Isn't World at War older than Black Ops 2?
Yeah,
Black Ops. I mean,
yeah. It's so weird to me.
Here's the other thing. It's gonna sound weird. We were 12. I don't know if you were playing. Even hadn't.
I imagine not.
Yeah, I don't know if you had a account then, but I know I didn't. I didn't have an account till like 2018. So.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but
they just like hate older Call of Duty games. They just like throw them in the dumpster. And
it's all made by Activision.
Don't
it was all
care.
Better. It was all made by Activision. It was all better. Activision and Sony.
Well, it's just so annoying that it's like, hey, you want to play this older one? Nope, you can't anymore because we screwed something up and now you can't play.
Is Sony doing anything besides PlayStation now?
Like,
they don't
console-wise?
Yeah, like not anything like console-wise. I mean, like, really, Blu-ray players are not a thing much anymore. Like,
I think they are.
I don't.
A lot of people aren't too worried about 4K movies yet. True. But, well, what Sony's doing is what was it? I think they're going to stop making CDs and DVDs.
Oh, okay.
In certain regions.
Oh.
Which is a little bit weird, but I think they realize nobody uses these things anymore. Let's just stop making them. Which is a little somewhat concerning, but it's also like, who's really going to miss out on DVD? DVD.
Gonna get a cease and desist letter from Sony now.
I don't know.
All right, next topic.
That was a super long
topic. That was a super long topic. That started off as VR and ended up with Sony.
Oh, yeah. To finish that off, I want to say another thing about VR. I think that PlayStation VR 1 is a great starting point for me because it's like, it's kind of the really, really low end of VR. Like, down there. So
Mhm.
there's nowhere, nothing but up.
True.
From the PlayStation
True, that
VR
is one of
1.
the first like VR sets that you could get.
Well,
What was
it's one of the
Quest?
first, like, I guess we consider budget ones or
Mhm.
easily accessible ones,
Yeah.
because it's like, oh, I just already have games and some of them are adding VR modes. I can just
Yeah.
play it.
Was
Mm,
Quest 1
I don't
before
think it
that
was
or
well received, but no, the Oculus Rift was
Oh yeah,
the
okay.
giant box thing.
Let me
Back
put a
when
TV
VR
on my
was
face.
first, when was VR first created? I think it was like, or the first like released maybe like 2013 or 2014. I know it was in the works for a long time.
And then you had like and you also had like they had the phone ones where like you could put your phone in it.
Ugh,
Which
ugh,
not mind you, I don't
those
think
were
any of the
junk.
yeah, I don't think any of the current phones can fit inside of those anymore. I know mine can't.
And most of them don't support it anymore because
No.
they just realize no one's doing this.
No.
We're done.
We had one. My dad got
Yeah.
one for his phone and everything, and like we had like you had like one of them little controllers for your phone too.
That's funny.
There was no benefit to it. It was purely just watching your phone this close to your face.
It's so funny to look back on that because it's like Samsung like marketed this phone as like, whoa, you can play VR games with this phone.
Yeah.
You just put it in the thing.
And you know what the
And
VR
nobody
games?
cared.
Yeah, nobody cared because you know what the VR games were. Like one had to have that little extra thing, and half the VR games sucked. You had to like you had to adjust. Like you have to do this with a VR set anyway, but like you had to adjust constantly where the eye placement was. Otherwise, you're seeing in two different directions, and or it was blurry. And then you would get it to the perfect spot, and the game would be like you have to shake your head side to side to like control anything, and then you're throwing off the eye thing, and so it's all blurry on one side. It was amazing.
That's funny.
But what's the other topic?
Wait, I have more. I'm sorry, I have one more little tiny thing.
POV VR. That's just the channel, not channel name, episode name.
We talk about VR way too much. Yeah, I'm really happy to finally be doing it. $60 is a great gateway fee, in my opinion. The remotes really suck because they don't have a joystick.
Are they really light?
That's okay.
They really light.
They're all right. A pet peeve of mine is, so when the PSVR one was not well received, kind of because they skimped out for budget reasons, so they literally just reused the PlayStation motion controller for the PS3 as the remotes.
Yes.
And it's terrible.
It's great.
Because you don't have a joystick, so you're like,
You
want to walk this way? Oh, you want to walk this way now? Let's press it's only snapping, usually. So it's like, ooh, 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 walk this way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But
so you don't have motion, like head motion, really.
Not unless you use a controller.
Oh my gosh! Oh no!
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
No!
But actually, I gotta say this because I am now playing Skyrim. Because Skyrim VR is on PlayStation 4. And this is my first time playing Skyrim, which is a lot of fun. It's pretty fun so far.
I've not played Skyrim either, I don't think.
And the movement is very similar to Minecraft, but I can use the motion controllers. Where I would get motion sick, but Skyrim does it right. Where when you start moving and walking, it blacks out your vision like this. So there's like not as much moving on screen, and I think that helps.
Yeah, that probably does help.
I think that helps reduce the risk of motion sickness.
That would explain why.
And I've been able to play it a lot longer than Minecraft.
I've had to take that out of a lot of games. I mean, I hate it. I hate that blacking out. But that makes sense on why it's there. Actually, I might have to put it back in.
I think that's.
I hate losing the peripheral vision, but at the same time, if it makes me not motion sick, that might actually be worth it.
And the way to turn around in Skyrim, they give you the option where it's like, oh, you can move smoothly, but that risks more motion sickness, or you can do the snapping. I tried the smooth one, and I was like, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So I did the snapping, and it's been pretty nice actually. So Skyrim's one of the few, well, not one of the few. I don't know. I'm pleasantly surprised that Skyrim doesn't make me sick, and I'm glad I get to play it because I'm gonna bring up Decker again. It's Decker's favorite game, and also it's widely considered the greatest game ever made. So, yeah, it's fun to play.
I don't understand why. Like, I've never. I think I've played like 10 minutes worth of Skyrim ever. I was like, eh.
It's pretty fun so far. The weird thing is though, when I play it in VR, I'm like, wow, this is fun. I can't wait to play it normally someday, which is really strange to say, but because with the normal version, you can like, what was I about to say? You can mod it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like most Bethesda games like that on consoles, they have a mod menu where you can just like do whatever you want, which I think is really cool.
I wish I understood how to mod more. Like, I understand it to
Yeah.
a point, but I wish I understood how to mod more. Because like games will give you options to mod. I'm like, how? I want to mod this. How?
How?
Like, there's
It's complicated. I know that much.
yeah, I know. Bone Lab, what I play on VR a lot, that has mod menu. I wish I could understand how to mod it because I've seen some crazy mods out there. I'm like, yes, I want this in Bone Lab. Can't figure it out.
Can't figure it out.
Can't figure it out.
That's funny.
Because, mind you, like Bone Lab, you have like a pretty, like, it's not all that extensive list of like weapons you have, and then you have like, you go to you see people that have modded versions, and they have like an even longer list. I'm like, I want all these other weapons that you have. Like, one thing that I really want, they have like they have like syringes that you can put, like you can stab them with, and like put different things. And like you have like a float syringe where like you stab them and then they just kind of float. I'm like, yes, that would be hilarious. Like, because you can also stab yourself with it. Stab yourself and start floating.
That's funny.
I'm like, this would be great. Like, just to pop, pop, pop with a gun.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is, like, everything, you have your full hand of motion, so you can, like, grab the guns and everything. And I literally thought it was the most fake thing ever. I played VR chat with a couple people, and they're like, oh, do you have VR touch yet? I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, where you can, like, kind of feel everything. I was like, no, I don't have, like, the hands or anything. And they're like, oh, yeah, no, when you start playing enough, you'll start being able to feel things. Sure enough, yeah, it is scarily true. Like, you start playing the same game enough, and or just playing VR, you start being able to, like, kind of feel how everything works. And so, like, when somebody, like, VR chat, somebody grabs you, you can, like, if you're not looking at it, you won't know. But if you're looking at it, you can almost feel them, like, grab. And it's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really weird feeling. And, like, when you have a gun, you can feel almost feel the gun in your hand. And so, like, you put your hand in the right position to actually, like, feel like it.
That's weird.
You can use it, yeah. It's weird, but it's really neat. Yeah.
So. Okay.
Very long.
Get off that stuff. You could probably cut a lot of that out. I don't know how much. You have full creative freedom, so there's some stuff you could probably cut out if you want. If not, I don't care.
Good 5-minute phone conversation I had of just saying, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Between me and my dad.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're about to get into, I just realized this. Another subject I had is also related to games.
Oh, great.
So I guess this is just the gaming episode.
Perfect. Gaming on water.
Yeah. I'm going to homebrew a PlayStation 3.
What?
I'm going to jailbreak a PS3 and homebrew it.
What do you mean?
So what that is it's basically you download custom firmware to a PlayStation 3 and you can just do whatever you want with it. You can just download emulators to play PlayStation 2 games or PlayStation Portable games. You can also download emulators to play like Nintendo, Game Boy, Sega, and Atari games and stuff like that.
I'll edit this part out. How illegal is this?
I don't think it's too illegal because, one,
Hold on.
People post lots and lots and lots of YouTube videos about it online. So
That doesn't make it not illegal. Like, okay.
Yeah.
People post it. Doesn't make it less illegal. It just means that, hey, we're going to give more of an option of, hey, let's go after these people first. But
I'm not going to talk about how those games
I guess you're not talking about how you're
acquired,
doing it. So, yeah.
but
I might have
anyways,
I might have a PlayStation 3 for you to do it too again.
It's weird though because with some PlayStation 3s, it won't work. It's really weird. So the way it is, it's like the fat PS3 and the slim PS3. Well, some of the slim PS3s can do it. All the fat PS3s can do it, but none of the super slims can have it.
Okay.
Can accept the custom firmware.
I have both.
But there's also weird ways you can do it with what's called PS3 Hen, which is also called soft modding. I've done a lot of research lately. It's been a fun like little world to delve into.
Okay.
But there's like soft modding too if you have a super slim, so you can sort of do it. But that means every time you start PS3, you have to say, okay, run the software, and it's like, okay, and then sits there forever and does it. But
so
with some of the slims and the fat PS3, you can do, I would guess, what you consider hard modding, where it's like, oh, this is permanent now. But yeah, it's going to be super cool because there's lots of PlayStation 2 games I want to play. And also you can mod games that way. You can mod Minecraft.
Oh, no.
You can mod PlayStation 3 edition Minecraft.
Oh, no, this is going to be a torture. If you do this, I'm going to have to...
It's going to be so fun.
Oh, yeah, I'm
so
going to have
to
to hand you a PlayStation 3 to do. Because there are so many good games on PlayStation 3.
Mm.
Black Ops 2 would be one that... I actually want to go find a PlayStation 3 just so I can play Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Because...
There's one right here and sitting over there. But...
True. But no, because like Black Ops 2, Ghost, like PlayStation 3 was my favorite console.
It is my favorite console as well.
Because, and I don't know how many, the issue is like we can't play the games to get, I wonder, could we?
With Black Ops 2, it's a little complicated because they like totally broke the multiplayer when they did some weird stuff with it. But there are ways we can.
If we can figure that out, that'd be great. Because
or we could even do World at War or something older.
Yeah.
Or
I think
there's some other ones.
I want to see if Ghost still has.
I bet it does.
Yeah. I might go on Facebook Marketplace and find a PlayStation 3 now.
You guys not have yours anymore?
It's at Franklin, and both of ours are kind of like junky because we used them all the time. Because PlayStation 3 is also the one console that I finished the most like start to finish the most games on. Mm-hmm. One of the longest games I've played. I don't remember which one it was, but Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was 4 hours in, and I wasn't even halfway done. So I think it was. I literally feel like that was a 24-hour gameplay.
You don't play very long games, then, do you?
No, not really.
But yeah, I 100% agree with you. I love the PlayStation 3 because I found and played for the first time my two favorite games of all time.
Which ones?
Which is Ghostbusters, the video game.
Yes.
So good.
Yes, it is.
And it's the first place I ever played Minecraft.
True. Yeah, that's also.
And I love that.
Oh,
I think I only ever went over to your house one time when we were little and played Minecraft.
Yes. Yep.
I think your brothers were being really annoying about it.
Yeah, they were, but that, and then we used to play Call of Duty at my house too.
Yes, that was the first place I ever touched Call of Duty was at your house. And I was like, whoa, we're like killing people.
You know what? That's kind of interesting. Like that is also like almost, that's not like the beginning of our like true friendship. Like
probably, yeah.
Because like we were friends before then, and then like that's kind of when we became like really good friends. Is like when we started doing stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what else would we play at your house? I think that's all I remember.
That's all we really had was Call of Duty and Minecraft.
Call of Duty.
Because we also had the Wii. We would play the Wii quite a bit too.
Oh yeah.
Because we had.
You guys had Disney Infinity, I remember.
Yes, we did.
But which is so weird because to this day I don't know what Disney Infinity is, which is really funny. It's like it was huge for a little bit for us as kids.
Yeah.
But I still have no idea what you do.
Okay, here's the thing. We had Disney Infinity for the Wii.
Ooh.
Which I've
heard is the worst one.
It is. It was the first Disney Infinity they made. The best one was for the PlayStation 3. It was Disney Infinity 2.
They made a second one?
They made a third one.
What?
They had all the way to 3. Yeah, they had Disney Infinity 3. And we had that for the PlayStation 4. Disney Infinity 2 is when they added in Marvel characters, and then 3 is when they added in Star Wars characters.
What the heck?
Or maybe they added in Star Wars characters the first time, but they added more in the third time.
When I homebrew this PS3, would it be worth playing one of them?
The second one, yeah. The first one really would be a fun one.
Is the third one on PS3?
I think it might have been.
Just look it up.
It might as well, yeah. But I feel like the first one. Okay, this is a very hot take. The first one was the best one.
Yeah.
Reason being, it was 2-playered, and you had all the just basic Disney characters in it. You had Phineas and Ferb, and you had the racing on it was a ton better.
Racing.
They had racing because you had cars. You had the cars in it, and okay, so Disney Infinity 2, they had New York. That was the thing on Disney Infinity 3. You had I feel like it was almost like a very close game to, not nearly as good rendered, but Spider-Man games.
No, I'm sorry. Cut that out.
Leaving that in. That's also another thing I'm just going to hype up the sound for.
Oh, it's called software. They don't even online. They don't even call it. What's it called? It is on PlayStation 3.
What is it?
Disney Infinity 3 is on PlayStation 3. So
it's 3.0. Sorry, it was 3.0.
3.0.
Yeah.
I think I'll have to try that one because I didn't tell you the other part. After this, we need to get back to Disney Infinity because I'm curious about it. But I didn't even tell you. I'm also going to throw a 1 terabyte hard drive in this new PS3 that I'm going to jailbreak, which is going to
be able to get every PS3 game on it possible.
So I want.
What was the original 250? Wasn't the original 250?
The original fat PS3 was 60 gigabytes.
Was it only 60?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
The Super Slim was either 120 or 160. And then I think the Super Slim, which I have, is 300? 300, 400? I don't remember.
You know what's crazy? It's
games used to be so small.
I know. What the heck? And Black Ops 2 fit on that too. And that was such a Black Ops, and you would be able to play that and other games, that and Minecraft. Yeah. You could have on the we had the fat.
Pretty small actually.
Yeah,
But you guys had the fat PS3.
Yeah, we had the fat.
Really?
Yeah. It's the one with the sliding top.
No, that's the Super Slim.
Is it?
Super Slim is the only one with the sliding door.
I swore that was
the fat PS3. I've only ever seen once in real life. And it was at a store, and it was $250, and I was like, "That's kind of ridiculous."
Probably is the easiest one to jailbreak.
Yeah, well, and because
so wait, that one's a Super Slim, the one you have?
Yeah,
real.
I remember.
But the other thing, the Slim is slimmer than the Super Slim.
Yeah, I don't think so. I've seen pictures. I don't know if...
We have both. I know that we had both. We had one. Because we had the sliding top one. That was the first one we had. And then we got one from my uncle where it was one that you inserted the disc. And that one we have the issue of when you press the button, the disc doesn't like to come out all the way and it doesn't like to insert it all the way. So you have to kind of jimmy it in there.
I remember seeing when I was little, I had no idea there were different models of the PS3. So seeing just a regular PS3 Slim for the first time as a kid, I was like, this isn't a PS3, but it is. What is going on? I was so confused.
It was.
And I wish fat PS3s were still in good shape because that's kind of the more sought out after one because although the thermal paste is kind of melted away on most of them, they for a little bit before they realized, oh, this is ridiculously expensive, we're not making any money off of this. The fat PS3, they had a tiny PlayStation 2 built into the hardware.
Oh.
So it could play PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games.
Okay, so that's also why that's also why it's sought after too.
Yes, which I think is so cool. I almost got one to jailbreak, but I was like, a lot of them are not in good shape. They're in pretty bad shape. Yeah. So I was like, I'll just go with a Slim.
But if you could get,
because with modding a Slim, I can just download an emulator for PS2 games anyway. So I can.
Oh, okay, yeah, true.
But yeah.
But no, side note is I've been here for an hour. Doesn't feel like it at all. Like,
really?
Yeah. Welcome to Yap-Trap. I've been here for an hour. Does not feel like it at all.
So I just want to make sure we're good on time.
What time? How much?
Let's repeat that because I kind of just like jumped in front of the camera. You've been here an hour.
I've been here an hour. It feels like maybe 20 minutes max. Yeah.
Welcome to Yap-Trap.
Yeah, welcome to Yap-Trap.
This is so much fun though.
We've talked about video games the entire time.
Yeah, and I'm very okay.
That is one. Yeah, I am too. Don't get me wrong. I am perfectly okay with this. But that is one subject. Like, this is proof on why we needed this channel is because
we have so much.
There's so much to talk about with, and it takes it feels like 20 minutes max, and it's like an hour long.
Yeah.
And then we'll go on to another subject, and it'll be like another hour long the conversation.
So back to Disney Infinity though.
Okay, yeah.
What the heck is it? I have no idea.
Okay, so
please tell me.
The first one, I still Hot Topic is I think is the best one.
Hot Topic?
Yeah, because
you
a lot of people.
Hot Topic.
Been in there like twice.
I think you meant Hot Take.
Hot Take. That is right. Yeah.
Sorry.
Gosh.
I just had to tease
you. Yeah. No, you're good. Hot Take is first one was the best. Reason being, it did explain how the game was played more than the second or third one. Because the second and third one, you had there was so much side things to do. Like, it was hard to get back onto the main focus of the game to ever finish it.
So there's an end.
There is. I don't know if there is on the second or third one. The first one, you had all the side things you could do with it too. Like, there was a I don't know if you could customize nearly as much, but I know the first one there was a sandbox mode that me and my brothers would play quite a bit. I think that's the only thing. I think the second one was up to 4 players multiplayer.
Oh.
But the first one was only 2-player multiplayer. And the third one was only 2 people multiplayer again. But the first one, there was a sandbox mode that we'd play all the time. But the main thing was you're supposed to collect all the characters, and then you would take those characters and you would go into their world and fight off I literally think the main villain was the guy from Incredibles. I forget his name. Syndromes, yeah. I think he was the main villain.
That's funny.
But yeah, no. So your job is to fight off all the villains in that world and put the world back to its original place, and then you'd go on to the next part of it. And you'd have
just Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse.
Pretty much.
The game.
Yes.
That's funny.
It is pretty much that, and it's all of just Marvel characters, not Marvel. All of Disney characters.
Huh.
You remember?
That's weird.
Yeah.
And was it one of those games where it's you got the panel, and here you got the figure, put the figure on there, and now you have the character.
Yep, and you can play with the character, yep. Which means...
don't like those these days.
And if I remember it, you had to... So for the second and third one, you had to download the characters. But for the first one, you didn't have to like it wouldn't download. It would just like render in that they were there,
Hmm.
which means technically all of those characters were already there.
They're just already there.
You just
Yeah.
have to go buy the little like I mean that was how it is you just go buy the minifigure for that character
Mhm.
and put it on there. And if I remember, I saw something like years after we'd gotten rid of our Wii version
Mhm.
of you could like break into it and like make it render all of those.
Really?
Yeah. It was.
That's funny. I wonder how playing that on a homebrewed PS3 would work if you don't have the funny little panel that comes with the game. Because I
I don't
imagine
know.
it came with a panel.
I feel like you probably could find like you could probably make a button for it so that you could just kind of switch the character wherever you
or
want.
someone's probably made a mod where it's like, oh, go to the mod menu. What character you want? I want this one. There you go.
Imagine the character.
People are pretty crazy with
I know,
mods.
I know they are, and that's why I'm like,
So I
you
bet
probably
they
could get
probably
like
got
DC. You could probably get DC characters in Disney Infinity. That'd be hilarious.
Probably, if someone went through that much effort. But I don't know. Maybe I might look into that. We'll see. But with the homebrewed PS3, my mission is to like, I want to make the coolest PS3 ever. I want you to be able to play any game you can ever think of.
I'm
gonna be
looking
so
forward
fun.
to. I'm actually really looking forward to you doing that. That way
Yeah.
I can come over and just be like,
It might-
what console are we playing?
What console are we playing today? It's probably gonna take forever because there's just so many games. But I don't know. I'm trying to see, especially with those older Nintendo games. People play those all the time on computers in like the ROMs of them that they call them. I guess they're called like ROMs, where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is the game. It's a ROM. But I want to see if I can just find like a giant zip file or something for those, so I don't have to go off and find every single individual one.
That would be.
Because like, I don't know. I don't know what specific old Atari game I want because I'm not.
There's
I'm
for
not-
sure like a.
If I'm honest, I'm not super invested in it to go seek out specific ones. I just want to be able to boot this thing up and you look at it and you're like, there's like a billion games here.
Mhm.
What are we going to play? Let's just try this one.
You mean like have you seen those like the junk ones that you find at like the mall? The guy selling at the mall where it's
620 games in one?
like, yeah.
I talked to that guy recently when I
Oh.
went to Springfield.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. I'm okay with saying Springfield because, you know, Springfield.
Missouri.
It's a city. Springfield, Missouri. Yeah,
Jack-
Springfield, Missouri.
Mm.
Now we gotta talk about those. That's essentially what the PS3 will be. Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll just be it's like 1,000 games in one.
It's a million games.
Yeah.
Every game you could possibly think about.
So I went to Springfield
get-
Sunday. What?
Can you get Sega?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You get Sega games.
Ooh, you
on
could
there.
do.
You can get game. You
Okay,
can
you
also
use-
get Game Boy games on there somehow, which is weird because that's handheld. But
If it works, it works.
yeah. But yeah, I went to Springfield on Sunday and I found that guy who has a bunch of them.
What time?
What time? 1 o'clock, maybe.
Okay.
I
I also
know.
went to Springfield on Sunday,
Really?
just a lot later. I didn't get back. Like I left at like 8 o'clock. Didn't get back.
We
home
had
till,
a
like,
bit of a
midnight.
crisis because I about ran out of gas
Oh,
on the way
gosh.
there. But anyway, we were walking around the area, and we spotted the guy, and I was like, you know what, Stella, let's just go see how much he wants for it. Because last time I was there, I think he wanted like $25 or $30 for it. Fair, sort of. Until you look online and you find it for $20.
Shipping.
Shipping, but still, I'm like, you can buy it for cheaper online, dude. Like, stop trying to sell us crap. So, first of all, he's not a very good salesman. You kind of go up there and he's like, oh, see, yes, 620 games in one. Try it. And I'm like, okay. And I find one that's Angry Birds, and I'm like, okay, sure, let's try it. And I press it, and then it's just It's not Angry Birds. It's this weird like 2D version of Angry Birds, but you're not doing the slingshot and hitting the pigs. The bird is just walking around and hitting the pigs and collecting coins.
What?
Also, you don't get to play it.
Oh.
He's just walking around, and I'm like, do I get to play it? And the dude just kind of standing there like.
He's like, of course you had to pick the one game that don't work.
Yeah, he doesn't say a word. But I just say, oh, well, cool. And we don't even say anything else, but he immediately says, $50. I'm like...
50?
Yeah, and I just said, no, I'm good. And he said, like, almost with a heartbroken voice, he was like, 40? I'm like, oh, we're going to go look around a little bit more. That thing's $20 online. You want $50 for it?
$30 profit right there. He is getting double plus 10.
It's ridiculous.
That is. You know what?
That made me mad.
Yeah, he orders probably enough of them too that he could. Because people are like dumb enough to buy that.
Yeah.
He probably orders enough that he probably gets free shipping on it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm also with the homebrewed PS3 thing. I talked to my dad about it because I was really excited about it. He was like, why don't you just like buy a Raspberry Pi and do that? Because Raspberry Pi, you can just build like a little Raspberry Pi computer and do stuff like that. And I was like, well, these days Raspberry Pis aren't cheap. They used to be cheap. They're not anymore. I was like, Raspberry Pis aren't cheap anymore. The PS3 is my favorite console ever made.
And you have like
also it can play CDs and Blu-ray movies. Mm-hmm. And also, well, I already said it's cheaper than Raspberry Pi.
Can't PlayStation 3 play DVDs too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, yeah.
So it's like
because
I could just buy the 1,000 games in one kind of thing, or make a Raspberry Pi that runs emulators. But I bought this PS3 that I'm gonna homebrew for $60 plus shipping. That's pretty cheap. I already have the controllers and everything.
Wait, you bought another one?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not doing that one.
Oh, okay. I didn't think so.
I don't want to. If I brick one, I don't want it to be the one I grew up with. I'd be heartbroken.
Oh gosh, I was like, I thought you were talking about that one. I was like, are you serious? Like
no.
you're gonna? No.
I don't want to.
So you ordered You ordered a different one.
Yeah, and it's the slim, not the super slim.
Okay, so that it's gonna be more likely to actually work.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Wait, how much did you pay for it?
$60.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing it comes with is the console and the power cord. But I don't need. I don't really need anything else. I got HDMI cords laying around here, and I already have 2 controllers.
Unlike any of the new consoles, the controllers for those are dirt cheap. Like,
yeah.
I mean, even when they were when they were still actively selling PlayStation 3 games at Walmart, you go look at the PlayStation 4 and the controller is $50. You go look at the PlayStation 3 and it's been $20 its entire career. So
yeah. Now you can buy 2 PS3 wired controllers for $20.
Off
I've seen
Amazon?
That. Yeah.
They're actually decent controllers too.
I'm sure they are.
Get it 2 different times though.
Really?
I wouldn't get them at the same time. Otherwise they will be too similar of wavelengths, and then I had that issue.
Smart.
Yep.
What else was I saying?
It was like $11. It was like $11 a piece, so it was like $22 ish when I got both of them, and yeah, I got 2 of them at the same time from the same place, like same company, and they were too close of wavelengths, and so yeah, we were having issues where like they were interfering with each other.
Weird.
Playing Minecraft was awful because like you would turn and then like somebody else would turn too.
That's funny. That's really funny. So here, word of advice: if you want to play old Nintendo, Sega, GameCube is also Nintendo. Any old games, don't build a Raspberry Pi computer and spend like $250. Buy a PS3 on eBay.
Let's go to Marketplace really
for like $60. You can play PS3 games, PS2, PlayStation 4. Well, before you even mod it, You can play PlayStation 3 games and PS1 games. You can watch Blu-ray movies, DVDs, and CDs. I think you can actually rip CDs, if I'm not wrong, on a PS3. And then you can mod it and play all the other games you want to play.
What is this? Is this a... Which one is this?
It's just what you got to do.
That's a Slim.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
But also...
We have one of those.
Yeah. So I found out the... what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought.
Oh,
Shoot.
is this the...
That's the fat.
That's the fat?
Yeah.
$200.
That thing's
But it comes
massive.
with a ton of games,
I don't
too.
know if you've seen it in person. It's massive. And it's kind of funny how it has the Spider-Man font as the logo.
Yeah. Well, they had the Spider-Man game for it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was like the second Spider-Man game they made for it.
Nice.
It was such a good game, too.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible graphics. Terrible graphics. PlayStation 3, you can't expect much, but... Oh, and then, like, a lot of these have the motion controls with them, too. $150. Yeah.
But, anyways...
Sorry, sidetrack.
Just another reason the PlayStation 3 is one of the greatest consoles ever. But honestly, whatever console you grew up with is the best console in the world, really. Whatever you made the most childhood memories on, that's the best console ever made.
Low Amy.
Low whaty?
$90. 80 gigabytes.
See, yeah, those always scare me because, like, I don't know what kind of shape that thing's in.
Yeah.
I've heard most people, of the videos I watched, I've heard most people say if you buy a fat PS3, you need to reapply thermal paste.
The fact that this is the super slim, yet this is the slim.
Mm-hmm.
Super slim
PS4 slim.
Oh, that's the PS4. Sorry, I feel like I still feel like the.
You gotta see a size comparison.
I have a. I have.
Oh wait, you guys. Yeah. You do. You guys do have one.
I feel like this. I feel like the slim was slimmer than the super slim.
I don't think so.
Maybe. I mean, maybe it's like a tiny bit at that point. I feel like they're either the same size or like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, I'm super excited to do that with a PS3.
I'm excited to like see what you do with it. Are you gonna do a video series on it?
I've thought.
I feel like you should.
I thought about doing that, where I was like, oh wow, here we go, and then on my second channel I do that, and maybe some sort of series on it.
I would do. Yeah,
I don't know what I do though.
You just start off with the unboxing and like, here's what I'm gonna do with this. Yeah. And then you go into what you're doing with it, and like you do step by step on, not a show,
tutorial,
not a tutorial, but you do like almost face shots of like what you're like face and like screen recording of what you're doing to it, and then
it's like here now I'm going to add my games. Don't ask me how I got them.
Yeah, well you can also do like while you're editing, like because you're gonna have to do like a lot of coding for this, correct?
No,
really?
No. All you need to have is just a flash drive, a bunch of free software on your computer, and that's it. You just could download all the software from weird people on Reddit, and then there you go. Put it on the PS3. Well,
ain't that great?
Also go to sketchy websites on your PS3, and it'll tell you, yes, your PS3 can run custom firmware, and then do some weird stuff with plugging flash drives into your PS3. But yeah, you don't have to do any coding yourself.
So you could just do you could do a single video, just like a
Unless you want to.
You're gonna have to like hype it up.
Really wacky stuff.
Yeah, hype it up a little bit by like the beginning shot is you like slamming your head into your desk or into your hand and being like, oh no, it's not working, even though it works out perfectly fine.
That's called the hook, James.
Even though
it's called the hook. You're learning things about YouTube now.
I am. Okay. Where are we at now? Hour and 30, easily.
Why do we keep doing this? We keep going on for so long.
I know.
Anyways, I think we've really hammered that point in.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. Maybe I'll make videos. I don't know. I would like to, but the issue with capturing footage from a PS3 is what's called HDCP cannot be bypassed on a PS3. What HDCP is it's actually a built-in thing to the output on some devices that says, no, I know you're trying to record me. I'm not.
Oh,
no,
see.
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, so that's the thing, like, okay, there's, I think
Like, I had to
PlayStation
turn
3
off-
has a capture button.
Is it?
I thought they did, because
I don't think that.
maybe not. No, it's not a capture button. Well, I was thinking, so PlayStation 4 does, and so, like, certain spots on a game, you can't like, if you press the capture button, it'll say, no, you can't do this. PlayStation 3, what I was thinking about is certain parts of a game, if you press the home button, it'll tell you can't do that,
So, the way to record videos from a console is with a capture card. Normally, if you want lots of footage, especially on an older console like that, you have to disable HDCP, which in the settings for PS4, you can just press disable HDCP, and I think you can do that on the PS5 too. No problem. On the PS3, that was the early days where people didn't really record games, so there's no way to disable it. You can do it with some really weird, like, elaborate splitter setup, HDMI splitter setup.
Oh, gosh.
But
are you doing from
what
HDMI
I've
to
seen,
HDV?
No, I don't know. It's some weird stuff. But this is part of the reason I probably am not going to make a video series about it, because the way to do it is just so complicated, and this splitter people use to capture PS3 footage isn't made anymore.
Oh.
And you can't find it anywhere. So
because the people that use it are using it, and the people that don't use it don't have it.
Yeah. So
or don't need it.
There's not really a solution to that anymore. But I don't know.
Can you go into the it's gonna sound bad. Can you go into the coding of the PlayStation 3 and disable it, or?
I've been told no. I've been reading a lot on Reddit, and people say it's the HDCP is actually hardware, so you can't actually disable it.
So basically,
so it's like hardwired there.
If you were going to record, if you're going to record anything, you're gonna have to be like a 12-year-old and record it from.
Yeah, which I used to do on that PS3.
You know what? I used to too. I used to set up my phone so that it would. Because the issue is at my old house too. Our TV was like up on the wall, so I'd have to like set it like where it was propped on a pillow, recording up towards the thing, and like you would have like this glare, and I'd like record Minecraft.
It's
PlayStation
funny that
3
we
Minecraft.
used to do that, but like
did nothing with it.
We weren't ever gonna put it anywhere.
No.
Isn't that weird? I don't know. I think it's cool though. A lot of not young boys. A lot of young men kind of share that memory where it's like, oh yeah, I used to record myself playing games, setting up the camcorder in front of the TV or something. It's funny.
Oh, that, and then like, I remember the first time I ever played Fortnite was on my old computer. A computer not meant to run games at all. And I won a single game of Fortnite on that computer at five
Really?
frames per minute.
Oh my god.
It was terrible.
That's so funny.
Literally, it would be, okay, so what I'd have to do is I'd have to press and hold. Let go. Wait for the computer to finally catch up to what I did. Watch it do it and be okay. The only reason I won, I'm pretty sure, because it was pretty early into the game, is people died from the storm. I just hid. I don't even think I had like one gun. Didn't get a single kill that entire game. Literally just hid from people in the away from the storm. That was it.
That's so funny.
It was like that was early Fortnite too. Like that was season 1.
Oh my goodness.
It was.
You played Fortnite that early?
I played it twice.
Man.
On a computer that was for sure not meant to run it. And then I was like so mad that, and I literally, I don't think I really ever played any other game on that computer.
That's funny.
Because it took me forever to download the game on the computer. It took me forever to get into the game. Then to finally get into a game took me forever.
You gotta hope there's not an update either.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, yeah, it was just stupid. And then now I have like I had it on my current computer. I had Fortnite, and it was like, I don't care to play it on computer.
Mm-hmm.
Hot take: console is better than computer when it comes to Fortnite.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same game.
It is.
So,
but I play it on my Switch. I have like.
ooh.
You know what? You know what? I am amazing on the Switch when it comes to Fortnite.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, no. A lot of people do not believe
Oh,
me when I say I played it on the
no.
Switch, and it runs pretty smoothly, surprisingly.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It actually does.
They managed to get that game on the Nintendo Switch.
It surprisingly runs smoothly, and then like it runs smoother on my Switch than it does on my computer. The computer that I can run Call of Duty on cannot run Fortnite for whatever reason. Not very smoothly.
Heck?
Yeah.
I get that notification sometimes. James Level is on Call of Duty. I'm
Probably
like, wow.
pretty regularly. Probably pretty regularly. I'm on that game more than any other game.
That's
I have
funny.
to. So.
We should get to our last point.
What? Water?
Yeah, because we've
True.
been talking forever.
True. All right.
Last topic, because we are running way over time.
This is a 2-topic thing, and it is going to be like an hour and a half longer.
Thing. Yeah.
Okay, so last topic is we had a conversation last weekend about what is the best water. We were both supposed to bring in 3 different waters, but
3? Oh no.
Yeah, you only brought in 1.
I thought you just said 2 also. Oh no.
But anyways, you're
failed.
only able to find 1.
I lose already.
I think I might have found one that you might agree with though, is Tasty's water. Have you ever had this?
No.
It is the most generic water you could find. However, you can have this. I have 2 of each. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Casey's water.
First water is my 3rd favorite is Casey's water.
Okay.
It is not the best, but it is strangely good. I found it when I was like really broke and needed a drink.
Okay.
So.
Trying to figure out who actually makes it.
Spring water.
Spring water makes it.
Press that.
Sorry, but I do not like these caps, and I'm just gonna open it like that.
Oh gosh.
It's like water. But yeah, that's like I can't even taste the chlorine in there, and there's no minerals hardly.
There's probably none in there.
But yeah.
So.
Not terrible.
Not terrible. This is my second
Worst
favorite.
one.
This is my second favorite.
Oh.
Ice Mountain.
This is what started the conversation.
This is what started the conversation for sure.
I hate Ice Mountain.
This is the second base. This used to be my favorite water. The only thing with it is it has to be ice cold. Like
Really?
this is cold enough, but like ice cold water is way better when it comes to Ice Mountain.
I think we should be reviewing these at room temperature. I don't want to drink this.
This is good water.
The reason I don't like Ice Mountain is because you can just straight up taste the chlorine. Yep.
No, you can't.
No, it's on the top. It just as soon as you drink it, it hits the top of your mouth.
I feel like
you're
this goes down.
It's burning my gums.
I feel like this goes down the throat a lot easier than like almost any other water. God.
Sorry, that's not me being dramatic.
That is you just
I
being
actually just choked on it.
Uh-huh.
I apologize.
All right, before I get into my top favorite, I'll let you put yours. Is that your favorite, or is that like...
This is my favorite. If I could just, like, buy gallons of this, I'd buy it. My contender is Core Water. Core Water is excellent. The reason...
Okay, that is the only reason I like that bottle. Is one, the shape of it is...
super cool.
It looks great.
Mm-hmm.
And the cap of it is great.
Mm-hmm. Because it's pH balanced. The reason I like it, pH balanced, electrolytes, and it's got minerals in it. That's all my favorite things. It's approximately 7.4 pH, which means it feels very good in your mouth, and your tum-tum. So we're going to pour cups of it because I didn't want to buy 2 of these because they're huge.
They are also decently expensive.
The other one I would have brought was Fiji. My third one, I have no idea. Oh wait, no, the third one would have been Great Value water.
Also, yeah, actually,
Great
I feel
Value
like
water is actually really good.
I will say I
Actually,
think Great Value is about the
I'd agree. Great Value water is probably about the same as the Casey's spring water. Okay. Oh, the cups make it taste weird.
Okay, I'm glad it wasn't
Oh,
like
no.
okay. I was about to say I was like, this is
No, okay. You need the real experience. Just drink it out of here.
out of the cap.
This is so weird. Why'd the cup make it taste so gross? Oh man.
No, it's still
It's so smooth.
no, it's not.
Yes,
You know that chlorine thing you were talking about?
Yeah.
I feel like this
No.
yes. I feel like the Ice Mountain goes down way smoother than this.
This is mine now. This is the most refreshing water ever. Oh, thanks. I forgot that is the cap. Why was I gonna put it up there? That's so weird. But yeah, drink it. So the best time to drink this is after you've like,
You know what's crazy?
been doing some work or something, or you've been like playing disc golf, and you're like, oh man, we need to go to Casey's. I'm gonna get me a core water.
No. Oof. Ice Mountain.
It's so
Or my favorite, which we've already discussed on this channel before, is
I just
Liquid
spilled it
Death.
on myself.
Liquid Death.
Death. Yeah.
Yes. The biggest downside to this versus any of the others, there's no cap. It is a can.
Yeah.
It is a can, so which is cool.
It's cool though.
It's cool, but the practicality of it, of like wanting to take a sip and then put it down somewhere and hope it doesn't knock over.
Yeah. I haven't had this in a while, especially not the mountain water.
You've not had the mountain water?
I have, but it's been a long time. It's really full.
Yeah.
I'm just soaked now. I'm just soaked.
You know what is nice though?
Glad this is the end of the podcast, so I'm not wet the whole time.
Yeah, you know what is
Why
great?
is there so much in there?
Because unlike any of the other ones, when you open this up, it is full to the brim.
Mm-hmm.
Which is another reason why it is the best, because there is a ton of water in here. And it's good water.
Yes, it is good. I like it personally more at room temperature, but it's still good.
That is why it is my favorite, because no matter the temperature of it, it is still the same water.
This, to me, this is there's like the Nothing Burger, Casey's, and Great Value water, where you can't taste anything, and this is for me personally. Core water, where it's like, oh, there's the minerals and the electrolytes. This is like dirt water. There's so many minerals in that.
There are so many minerals in it, but it means it's good for you. So there's not like, okay.
It's nice. It's almost like, I mean, this, I'm probably way overanalyzing this water, but I'm a water guy. I went to school for it, so
True.
I really like it. I'm getting a cramp in my leg. That really hurts. I'm going to pretend it's not happening. But it's almost like this water is like thicker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's because it's in a can or what, but it's really smooth and almost feels thicker, and it's nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
This is probably one of besides the Sony, this is probably one of the worst is Pure Life water.
I don't like Pure Life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for joining us on this wet episode.